so pleased that Caroline is running not just for the leadership of this party, but to be Premier of the province for the next 10 years. And you know, she's a nominated candidate in the York riding, and we're just thrilled to have her here in Sudbury today. I'd like to welcome Caroline.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Norm, for that amazing introduction. Norm has offered strong leadership for Northern Ontario at Queen's Park, and I am so proud to have his support. I am also so proud of our Northern PC, MPPs, and candidates, leaders like Norm, Greg Rickford, Troy Crowder, Ross Romano, and of course our interim leader, Vic Fideli. I am very excited to join a strong Northern PC caucus at Queen's Park as part of a PC majority government in June. It is great to be here in Sudbury to talk about change for Northern Ontario. After months that I've spent talking to voters across Ontario, the desire for change is crystal clear. J'ai hâte de me joindre à un caucus du Nord dynamique du Parti progressiste conservateur à Queen's Park pour former un gouvernement majoritaire conservateur au mois de juin. Mes amis, je suis si heureuse d'être ici, à Sudbury, pour parler avec vous des changements que nous allons apporter dans le nord de l'Ontario. J'ai passé plusieurs mois à parler avec les électeurs et les électrices de l'Ontario, et je peux vous dire que les gens veulent le change, veulent que ça change, et c'est évident. And nowhere is that need for change felt more strongly than in Northern Ontario. This next election is crucial for the future of Ontario, and it is especially crucial for the future of our North. This government has been disastrous for this region, and no wonder why. The Wynne Liberals don't govern for the good of Northern Ontario in the long term. They govern for the short-term benefit of themselves. How much would this region thrive if this government was not getting in your way? With new leadership, I know that Northern Ontario can reach its full potential. The North's opportunities are being squandered by a government that does not care about you. We must stop them. But we can only stop them by electing a new government, a PC majority government, a fresh change of direction for the North. I am that change. I am the only candidate who can beat Kathleen Wynne and deliver real change for Northerners. And here's just one example of the kind of change I want to deliver. The Northern Ontario Heritage Fund supports dynamic, job-creating economic projects in the region. But the Ontario Liberals have consistently left $20 million of the fund's annual budget left unspent, vacuuming the money back to government's coffers. It's a disgrace, and it reveals how little they care about the North. As Premier, I will put a stop to it, and I'll take the NOHF to a whole new level. No more clawing back the funding. In fact, we're going to grow it. We're going to allocate $200 million annually to the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund. That is $100 million more than was set in our People's Guarantee. And unspent funds won't be clawed back. They'll be rolled over to the next fiscal year. Comme Première ministre, je vais mettre fin à tout ça. Et je vais donner au Fonds du patrimoine du Nord de l'Ontario une toute autre dimension. Et plus question de faire reprendre l'argent. En fait, nous allons augmenter le montant du fonds. Nous allons allouer chaque année 200 millions de dollars au Fonds du patrimoine du Nord de l'Ontario. Cela fait 100 millions de dollars de plus que la garantie aux gens. Et l'argent qui n'est pas dépensé ne sera pas repris. Il sera gardé dans le fonds pour l'année suivante. That money belongs to Northern Ontario, and it is going to stay here under a PC government I lead. We will also rewrite the eligibility criteria for the NOHF. No more corporate welfare for Liberal cronies and millionaires. We are going to prioritize infrastructure that will leave a legacy of prosperity for the next generation, creating good-paying jobs and building a stronger economy for tomorrow. Infrastructure for health and education, for broadband, for getting remote communities off diesel generators. But infrastructure that also rights past wrongs. Infrastructure to clean drinking water and clear mercury poisoning, for instance. If you want a thriving Northern Ontario with good paying jobs and opportunities for this generation and the next, I'm your leader, and I need your support. My friends, I am filled with hope. Ontario wants change, and we can give it to them. But not by staring into our past or risking everything with anger. I represent something new, a turn of the page for Ontario, something different, something forward-looking, something positive, a new generation of leadership for our province. J'ai hâte de gagner votre confiance, vous les citoyens et citoyennes du Nord, et de vous offrir les changements dont vous avez besoin. I am looking forward to earning the trust of Northerners and offering you the change that you need. Thank you. Merci.